Hey everyone, and welcome to the next video for Team G and Flesh and Blood. Today we are going to look at Azalea, Ace in the Hole. I got the cards ordered this time, so apologies for yesterday in the video. Cards were everywhere. This time I've made sure we're in order. Okay, so let's get started. Azalea, Ace in the Hole, probably the second character that I looked at, but did not get to play, as I mentioned yesterday in the video, during lockdown when the store opened, just got extremely busy. But this was another interesting character that I was looking at, so let's get straight into it. Once per turn action with Azalea. 0, put a card from your arsenal at the bottom of your deck. If you do, put the top card of your deck face up into your arsenal. If it's an arrow card, it gains dominate until the end of turn. Go again. So, hopefully you've put maybe a card down there for defense. Maybe you didn't use it. You've got a better card. You take it off the top of your deck. So what we're really looking for is cards that allow you to look at what's at the top of your deck and you know what you're about to place in your arsenal and it's not a guess. Because if this was a guess each time, bit of a dodgy hero. So 4 cards in hand, 40 life. The younger version is 4 cards and 20 life. Okay. We've got Death Dealer, once per turn action, cost 1. If you have no cards in your arsenal, you may put an arrow card from your hand face up into your arsenal. If you do, draw a card, go again. So, pretty good. You're paying 1 to put 1 card from your hand into your arsenal. Obviously, arrows are played from the arsenal, and that's what this is all about, as long as you've got a bow, which Death Dealer is. 2-handed bow from here. So it's costing you 1 resource, a card from hand, and you get to draw a card. That's not too bad, okay? You're going to be using the card for the attack. So based on every other hero where they throw down energy and play a card, you're effectively doing the same thing, except you're putting it into your arsenal first. Obviously, the cards face up into your arsenal. That's going to add an extra bonus. We're yet to see that. So let's take a look. Skull Bone Cross Wrap. It's the Ranger equipment and it's their legendary. Now, once per turn action, turn a face down card in your arsenal face up and opt 1. Opt 1 is to look at the top card of your deck and put it at the bottom of the deck if you so wish. I believe we'll be seeing some other cards with opt 1 in there, and go again. Now, this also does have Arcane Barrier, where you can pay for 1 to prevent some arcane damage. And it's also got Blade Break, so it's not too bad. Yeah. How is it in regards to all other equipment? Look, for Ranger, it's probably very good. And we're going to just look at the other cards and judge it from there. Okay. Bullseye Braces. Destroy Bullseye Braces. So this is 1 that you destroy. Remember, Skullbone Crosswrap has a defense of 1 with Blade Break. So it's not bad in that regard. This one has no defense, but destroy Bullseye Braces. If you have no cards in your arsenal, you may put an arrow card from your hand face up into your arsenal. It gains +1 until the end of the turn, and go again. This also has an Arcane Barrier 1 defense. So yeah, look, putting cards face up, we're going to see what it does. Now, our first Azalea specialization, you may only have this in the deck if you're playing Azalea. And arrows can only be played from arsenal and only if you control a bow. So there's that rule verified. If Red in the Ledger hits a hero, they can't play or activate more than 1 action during their next turn. This pretty fantastic. Cost of 1, doing 5 damage, 3 defense, 1 for 5, and with the 3 defense, it's pretty good as it is. With the extra ability that you're denying them any extra actions after the first is pretty good. Overall, it's a good card. Preventing them more than 1 action during their next turn. Yeah, especially when we saw stuff like with Dash doing extra attacks yesterday. Yeah, no, very good. All right, 3 of a kind. Draw 3 cards until the end of your turn. You may only play cards from arsenal. So what this card is pretty much telling us is that there's going to be abilities for arrows to be played. Sorry about that, guys. And I'll just shut that off. Sorry about that. Let me put that on silent. Yeah. Oh, damn. All right. So drawing 3 cards until the end of the turn, you only play cards from Arsenal. There has to be an ability for you to get extra actions from the Arsenal from playing arrows, and that's what I'm expecting for cards for this card to be in there. It is a 1 cost with the 2 defense, otherwise it would be a bit hard. But drawing 3 cards, this is huge, absolutely massive. The fact that you're playing with 4 cards and you get to draw 3 extra ones. By the time you play this, you've probably got 2 cards in hand. Oh, look at it that way. If there's an ability that you've got some extra resources from something else that gives 1, you can essentially have 5 cards in hand to pay for this. Otherwise, you're paying 2 to pretty much have the 1 extra card. So you go down by 2, you draw 3, you're up at 5. If you have something to pay for this, you drop this for 6 cards in hand. So yeah, between 5 and 6 cards, yeah, it's pretty good. I do like it. Okay, Endless Arrows, it's in their super slot, so it should be pretty good. Cost of 0, already pretty good, and doing 4 damage. If Endless Arrow hits, put it into your hand. Not bad. Now, if you've got the ability for Go Again, this would be fantastic. So 0 cost, 4 damage by itself, pretty good. Need the Go Again. So I'm hoping to see some cards that give Go Again. She doesn't have any legs, so the Snapdragon Scales could be possibly used with this to fire off another Endless Arrows. Who knows? Then there was also some other cards that you could have used, like the Quicken Token, but I really don't know. I'm hoping to see more from the various cards. Now that was also a red pitch, so it's a tough one. It is in a super slot, so obviously it's a very good card. What am I not seeing with that? 3 defense, 4 attack for 0 is pretty good by itself, but I do want Go Again. Let's see. Right, Knock the Death Whistle. Another Azalea specialization, so only used with this hero. Search your deck for an arrow card, reveal it, then shuffle your deck and put it on top of your deck. Reload. If you have no cards in your arsenal, you may put a card from your hand face down into your arsenal. Go Again. Pretty good. You get to put an arrow from the top of your deck, from your deck onto the top, and you get to reload as well with Go Again, so you still get your attack. Look, this is 0 cost, doing a 3 defense for a 3 pitch value for 3 resources is fantastic card overall. I like it. Opens you up for a few good options throughout your turn. Yeah, no, I like it. You can use it for the pitch value, or you could use it for the ability. Man, even the defense is good. I'd hate to waste this on a defense though. Rapid Fire, another single card, being a yellow, 0 cost though, so pretty good. Till the end of your turn, arrows you control gain Go Again. Boom, there you go. Just what we were after. Rapid Fire. So Rapid Fire with Endless Arrows. Ooh. Reload. If you have no cards in your arsenal, you may put a card from your hand face down into your arsenal. Go Again. Wow. To the end of your turn, arrows you control gain Go Again. So arrows can be played from your arsenal if you control a bow. If Endless Arrow hits, put it into your hand. So you need a way to get this back into your arsenal after you've fired it. Wow. You can combine those two. Death Whistle, Reload. So if you're lucky enough to have the 0 cards in hand, could you imagine doing your 3 of a kind for 1? Firing off your arrow, getting it back into your hand. No, it's all right. So 3 of a kind, playing your Rapid Fire, throwing your Endless Arrows. You got Go Again. You play Knock the Death Whistle with its own Go Again as well. Search for an arrow card, put it on the top of your deck, and then reload back with Endless Arrows. Throw it again. You've got Go Again as well. Let's see what other cards we can play with that. Take Cover. All right, the first of our 3 color cards. Yeah, I'm liking the combo. If you can get it, yeah, I like it. Very good. How much did this do again? 4. Yeah, just 4. It doesn't give any extra pluses. Yeah, oh man, I like it. All right, take cover. Reload. If you have no cards in your arsenal, you may put a card from your hand face down into your arsenal. This is a defense reaction. So could you imagine if you've like used a defense reaction from your arsenal, you've also played this for maybe a big defense, and you get to reload your arsenal with an arrow for next turn. This is good. I like it. 0 cost, 4 defense. Fantastic. Going down to 3 defense and 2 defense. Overall, very good card. I like it. Yeah. I can start seeing, yeah, that she could be a lot of fun to play. Competitive? Yeah, I think so. Consistent? Yeah, it is relying on a few cards to actually do it. I think this would be a lot of fun to play with the cards that I've seen just so far. Now, Silver the Tip. It's an action. If you have no cards in your arsenal, look at the top 4 cards of your deck. Once again, getting that deck knowledge. How great is that? You may put an arrow card from among them face up into your arsenal, then put the rest of the bottom of your deck in any order. The bottom of your deck in any order. Go again. Look, this is great. Another chance that we have putting a card face up. So we haven't seen any abilities that give a bonus for that yet. So let's see what actually happens with that. Now, this is a 2 defense overall, costing 1. Look, just for the fact of the card knowledge, the red does 4 cards, the yellow does 3 cards, and the blue does 2 cards. A mid-range playing it as a yellow just so you can use it for the pitch. Possibly pretty good. Maybe even the blue 2 cards might be enough. I don't know. I'd love to play this hero. I think I am going to play this hero as soon as we get back into games. I really want to test out the different options that you have. All right, take aim. This is an interesting card. The next ranger attack action card you play this turn gains +3 and reload. Go again, costing 0. 2 defense. This one's +2 and this one's +1. Is it a trap card? You know my view on playing cards early and giving the opponent too much information for them to defend and really plan out their turn. Oh, wow. This has reload, which is a difference. It's costing you nothing to play this card. And as a red card, it's given +3. Let's even look at the yellow. It's given a +2. If you have no cards in your arsenal, you may put a card from your hand face down into your arsenal as an action with go again. I don't know. I'd have to play the leader to really see. I just have a real aversion from having these cards in hand when I could have something better to actually be doing damage. Yeah, these are all setup cards, giving this bit of information, reducing your hand by 1. You know, if you can get the cards, what was it, 3 of a kind off, and have this in the hand for 5 or 6 cards, yeah, maybe, yeah. But your whole strategy would have to rely on that 3 of a kind and getting that card at the top of your deck so you can draw it, yeah? Whew. And you can do that. It's giving you various options to look through your deck if you wanted to play with the red, silver, the tip. But yeah, all of these are a risk. Yeah, from the cards we've seen, I really don't know in regards to that. Headshot. If headshot is put into your arsenal face up, it gains +2 until the end of turn. There you go. First of the cards that we've seen that you put face up and it gets a bonus. So this is fantastic. Costing 1, doing 6, defending for 3. Great card. This one gives +2. They all give +2. This one's doing 4 base. This one's doing 3 base. This one's doing 2 base damage. If it's placed in the arsenal face up, obviously +2 on all of those numbers. Yeah, fairly good. Costing 1. So these 1 costs are going to start becoming resource heavy. So cards like 3 of a kind look to be very, very important for the deck. If hamstring shot hits a hero, their first attack during the next turn costs an additional resource to play. Yeah, really messing with the opponent where they have a plan for their next turn. They're going to defend with some cards, or they might not defend, and they're planning out their next turn with the exact cost they need to play. And if they're having to defend a card like this, 5 damage, that's one less card that they have, and now an extra resource if they take damage from it. Yeah, this could really hurt the plans of an opponent. It does cost 1 on you, and that's what I was saying. These 1 costs are going to build up, so you really need to plan ahead with Azalea, it looks like, on how you're going to approach the game and what damage you're going for. This is pretty solid damage. One cost for 5 damage, going down to 4 and 3 for each of the others. Yeah, I really want to play this hero and see how these cards go and how the strategy aligns. Now, Ridge Rider Shots. This is a card that I believe TMG got to spoils, so very close to our heart. All right, Ridge Rider Shot. If Ridge Rider Shot is put into your arsenal face up, opt 1. Look at the top card of your deck. You may put it at the bottom. So it's giving you that extra information and that extra strategy to, you know, this card, do I need it? No, I'm going to just put it at the bottom. You know, on your next turn, you might be looking at more cards. That's great. Or, oh, damn, that's the card I need. Yeah, it's staying there. Yeah, it's a 0 cost, which really helps doing 4 damage. This is solid. It just doesn't have go again, which is hard. But if you did play that card where all your arrows gain go again, how great is that, yeah? Rapid fire, boom. I love it. It's a good card. Whoa, get that off my screen. All right. Now, where were we? Ridge Rider Shot. We're going into Salvage Shot. We're nearing the end of our cards now, guys. All right, Salvage Shot hits. Put it at the bottom of your deck. So this is a card that's making sure that you're not decking out and that you're going to see it late game. 5 damage, pretty respectable. Is a 1 cost with a 3 defense. The other cards are 4 and 3. I don't know about this card. The 1 cost really hurts me. If this was a 0 cost, it would be in there. Yeah, I don't know. I really don't know. I'd have to play the hero. Please, if you're an Azalea player, let me know in the comments. Let me know your thoughts on this. Here we go. Searing Shot. Looks good. Fantastic as a foil. That red really comes out. Now, if Searing Shot hits a hero, they lose 1. Okay, they're losing life anyway. I guess that's just an extra 1. Why wouldn't you just put it as +1? 1 life. Let's just expand that. That is a life symbol. Yeah, life symbol. And Searing Shot. No, sorry. If Searing Shot hits a hero, they lose 1. Maybe that's a permanent one. What are we going to... Oh, yeah, okay, all right, they lose 1. So they're not just taking damage, they're taking less life, permanency life. It's like you're a troll and you can't heal your damage from the Searing Shot. Okay, I get it. Yeah, so if you've got an opponent that is building up with their... Yeah, getting their life back. I forget what that card is called right now. Getting 3 life back each turn, in some way getting to replay that with Remembrance maybe. The Sigil of Solace. This is making sure that they can't do that. Now, look, we're right at the end of our cards strategy-wise. So with this, I wish there was a strategy for this where you could have this building up through the game. At a 0 cost, this is fantastic. 0 cost, 4 damage. If you've played that card that gives go again, yeah, and if you're able to get this back in hand, or you're able to play a few of them, getting that life down, but the game isn't at a level yet where we're gaining back life so much that this is so important, maybe except for Blitz format where you're playing with less life, where it matters a lot more. However, being on lower life for Blitz format means games are faster, which then again hits on this as to the long-term strategy of getting the life down. I don't know. It's a fantastic looking card. I like the idea of it. I don't know if we're at that level in the game where reducing life permanently is a major factor. Yeah, the games I've played, you're taking big hits or even little hits, but healing damage isn't that big a thing unless we see it with future cards to come, which no doubt we'll see on future videos. If I'm wrong, please let me know, people. Let me know in the comments. I want to read about it. All right, finally, our last card for this is Sikkim Shot. Pay 1, doing 4, go again. Doing 3 and doing 2. I don't know about Sikkim Shot. I'm not excited about it like I was some of the other cards earlier on. It's a base card that one cost throughout all these arrow cards is really going to build up. If you can get that blue out to pay for a lot of this stuff, get the 3 of a kind happening. If you're even lucky enough to get 2 3 of a kind, how fantastic is that? Oh, let's take a look at 3 of a kind again. Yeah, it's a ranger action. It's got go again, costs 1. If you were lucky enough to get 2 in hand, this would be fantastic. Could you imagine having 8 cards in hand? Oh, what a turn that would be. Then something like Sikkim Shot. Maybe if you're like really struggling and you don't have the rapid fire, yeah, for sure. Maybe that gives you the option to have more go-agains, because there's only 3 cards in your whole deck for Sikkim Shot. And although you are looking at your cards and putting stuff to the top of the deck, it's not always guaranteed, yeah? So a card like Sikkim Shot could be thrown throughout that to increase your chances for a 2 arrow attack per turn, hopefully a 3 if you can manage it with some other ways for go again, rapid reflex being one of them potentially. So guys, that's our look at Azalea today. Hope you enjoyed it. I think she'd be a lot of fun trying to get some of these arrow tactics to work. A few fun games before getting into competitive, just so you've got an opponent that will allow you to get some stuff off and not be throwing cards out for defense all the time. Yeah. Overall, very excited to give this one a go. Thank you for your time. Remember, hit subscribe. We reached 50 subscribers in the first week. I only expected to reach to 45. We hit 50. That is fantastic. That is double the numbers that I was looking for. So next week, I'm wondering whether we can, double my expectations again and get to 60. 100 is my goal, my short-term goal. So yeah, if you know people or you just enjoy these videos or you're just coming across it, hit the subscribe. Really helps me out. I want to get that URL that says TMG or the Midian Guard and not just all those random letters that they give us. Also, you've seen down here below that scrolling text. If there's anything that you're looking for in gaming or just want to support us, get to themidianguard.com.au and just take a look. We're doing a few exciting things. Just keep track of all our videos. All right. See you guys.